Hello, my crafty friends. Lisa here. I have a new pocket design to share with you. This is made out of a sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch hand-dyed paper, and it's all done in one. So it's really simple to create and really easy to do. I've got a side-loading pocket here right on the front. I get a hold of my little postcard there. That's a really nice, generous pocket for something that you're going to add on to the face of a journal or in a book somewhere. So you've got a nice little pocket there, and then there's a top loading pocket right here. So you could add this as a floating pocket. You can glue it straight down into a book, or you can add a hinge to it and make it a flip out inside of a book. Really easy to do. You could sit down and watch your favorite program or movie and just whip up a bunch of these. So let me show you how easy this is. I've got a sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch hand-dyed paper, and I'm going to cut it to 5.5 by 11. So on the 8.5 inch side, I'm just going to cut it to 5.5 inches. So you'll have this little piece left over, and it's going to be close to 11 inches, but it won't be exact because we dyed it, or I dyed it, and when you get it wet, it shrinks a little bit. So let's do some scoring. On the 5.5 inch side, I want a 1/2 inch score line all the way down and all the way down. So just to make things really super simple, I'm just going to score this at 5 inches. That way I don't have to work up against the rail. So 5 inches, make sure your paper is square and tight, 5 inches all the way down. I'm just going to turn that around, and I'm going to score that again, 5 inches all the way down. I'm working with 24-pound paper. It's a little bit heavier than the regular 20-pound copy paper. I find that this folds better if you double score it. So I just flipped that bottom to top. I took the bottom and put it at the top, and I'm just scoring that again, just so I get a really nice fold. So 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. So paper right up against the top of the rail here. That side, this side's going to lay out a little bit flatter. There we go. And so I'm going to score this at 3 1/4. And I'm going to turn it and score it at 1/2 inch. And I didn't do it down on this end because it doesn't really line up well with any of the score lines I have, and I need that to be 1/2 inch. So again, I'm flipping it bottom to top, and I'm just going to reinforce those score lines. And this one was 3 1/4. So I'm going to try to be really quick about this. I want to just draw in pencil lines to make it easier for you to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. The score lines aren't always that easy to see. So there wasn't a bunch of them. So just the 2 1/2 inches down the long side, and then the other 2. So the 3 1/4 inch section is going to be the front of the pocket. So let's put this away. So the 3 1/4 inch section, 3 1/4, this is going to be the front. So we're going to go ahead and fold that. Make sure that you're using your bone folder. You fold a piece of paper, make sure you use your bone folder. So that's going to be the front. I want to fold this little 1/2 inch space in right here. This will create a pocket tab for the pocket in the back that has the top loading pocket. This measurement right here, I didn't want to do the math to figure out the 3 different sections because my front pocket is actually smaller than the back pocket here. And I wanted it that way. I wanted it to be offset. So all I did, instead of trying to figure out all that math, was I grabbed this, folded, and I took it to the score line. Just a hair away from it. Making sure that the sides are lined up. And this is my front, and this is going to be the top loading pocket. So while I have this right here, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and notch that. And use whatever you like. Whatever you like the look of, that's the one you want to use. Wow! Holy shimolies, that just doesn't want to chomp. I think it's been overworked. There we go. Actually, I think it's the paper. So that's my side loading pocket. So let's go ahead and actually finish these pockets. This pocket here, I want to take out these, I'm going to make a couple of little V's. So folded on the fold, put your scissors on the fold and cut towards the outer edge. We're just notching this pocket because we're going to remove some material. I'm going to fold this one and I'm going to do the same thing. So you're just creating a couple of V's where you have folded your paper. So this is what it should look like. We're going to keep these two 1/2-inch spaces. We're going to keep these two. So I'm going to fold those in. I'm going to keep this one here as well as this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this corner and I'm going to fold this up and I'm going to fold that over, and those are the two that we need to keep to create the top loading pocket. This one, and this one, they need to come off. So let's grab our ruler, handy dandy Tim Holtz ruler, and we're just going to take that off. Same down here with the bottom, and since I have those little 1/2-inch spaces already folded and my notches, it's really easy to just whoop, take that right off. So here is your top loading pocket, and here is your front loading pocket. So there's that smaller pocket right on top of the larger one. I want to open this back up, and here's the other spot that I want to take a little notch out of. There we go. Easy as pie. So whatever adhesive you have handy, wet glue, your score tape, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you as far as gluing this shut, whatever you've got on your desk. I find that wet glue and the hand-dyed paper takes a little bit more glue to get it to stick. So I'm sticking down that top loading pocket first. You just saw me do that. And then I'm going to glue these little guys down, and I'm going to have my little pocket all ready to go. So if you want, make sure your sides and edges are all even when you stick it down. If you want to hinge this so that you can attach it as a flip inside the book, on the back side here, to me this is the back, it might not be the back to you, you can take one of your scraps here, and we're going to make a 1-inch hinge. So I'm just going to lay down my ruler and cut a 1-inch piece of paper instead of getting my trimmer back out. I know that my pocket is 5.5 inches long, but I don't really feel like measuring. So I'm just going to lay this 1-inch piece on here, and I'm just going to cut it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Fold it in half, hot dog style. That's what they used to call this, is hot dog. I'm going to tab the ends so my scissors are on the folded edge pointing inward, on the folded edge pointing inward, and then I'm just going to glue this to the back of my little pocket. I'm going to open that back up. I'm going to put some glue on here and make a hinge. Folded edge to folded edge. Super simple. So there's your hinge. Now you could make this quite a bit bigger and make it decorative if you wanted to put it on a page. Maybe you want to use decorative paper for this hinge so it's actually an added detail to a page. You certainly could do that. Just folded edge to folded edge, and then you've got a hinge for your little flip out. So I just use scraps to decorate this. I really did. I've got a piece of book page, a little bit of washi tape. This is a little piece of Prima paper. I don't remember where that came from. I'm going to say it's probably a Pinterest image. And I did put a little piece of paper right here where this little pocket is, right in the back of the pocket. You can see I put just a little tiny piece of paper in there to decorate that edge. And then I glued a scrap of Tim Holtz paper onto the back. So there you have it. Really, really simple, easy to do. And then you've got leftovers to make little notes or something out of. I haven't figured out what we're going to do with the scraps yet. I'll have to get right on that. So I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. I hope you will make and share some of these in your journals and books that you are making. So until next time, I hope to talk to you very soon.